vaccine and civil rights attorney, Siri.
Civil rights attorney, Siri.
Siri is a civil litigator.
Well, you reference elaborate subterfuge.
The law actually requires the doctor, the school, the health insurance company, and the health department to all actively conceal from the parent that the child has received the vaccine.
Parental rights being completely sublimated, attacked, oppressed, suppressed in DC codified law. Aaron, I'm glad you filed this lawsuit. We're going to be tracking this very closely. Thank you.
Dr. Patricia Lee, I know that you've gotten involved here. She is a fully vaxxed, ICU, very well-respected doctor. She says she doesn't want to discourage people from getting the vaccine, but she says she's been seeing an inordinate amount of people that she claims have been injured or suffering side effects from the vaccine. Aaron, you have been fighting for information from the FDA.
And now they want more than 20,000 days before they fully release it to the public.
The FDA promised transparency when it came to the COVID-19 vaccine, and specifically Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine. The fact that it wanted to wait 75 years to fully produce that document is really troubling. We're very heartened that the judge agreed that it should be produced this year.
I want to talk to Siri. Thank you for fighting this.
Everybody out there right now in America who is saying to themselves, everybody should have to get them. They're great. I love them all. Great. Maybe you love them. Maybe you love every vaccine. Maybe you love having to wear masks. And maybe you love having to engage stay-at-home protocols. Maybe you love every one of these coerced medical interventions. What happens when the day comes that there's a product you don't want? Then you'll appreciate I can. Then you'll appreciate all of these folks who have been fighting to assure the right to informed consent and bodily integrity, for your right to say no.
To be clear, you're not anti-vax, but you have concerns and think that there are things that people need to know when they're making the decision about this.
You know, it's very interesting. Merriam-Webster defines the term anti-vax as an individual that opposes a vaccine mandate. And the most recent poll in the United States is that about half of Americans oppose vaccine mandates for COVID. Might mean that half of Americans, according to Merriam-Webster, are anti-vax, if that's the definition. But in terms of the work that we do, everybody and anybody should be free to get a vaccine, no, without question. In the same vein, anybody should be free without government coercion to say no to receiving a medical product. If the federal government wants to give vaccine manufacturers immunity from liability for vaccine injuries, and they want to conduct trials that many scientists don't think are appropriate, and they want to engage in a whole host of things that folks find troubling with regards to vaccines, the last line of defense is the ability to say no.